Hello friends, I'm Ashley and today I'm going to be reading Alice in Wonderland. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. So I love the Alice in Wonderland movie and I have never ever read the actual book. I've read a bunch of retellings. I've obviously loved the movie, like I said. I have a bunch of Disney type of merchandise, and I've never read the original thing, and I feel like I can't say this is like one of my favorite fairy tale type movies and stories without actually reading the original story, I don't know. So today I am going to be reading the two books in this collection. Also, do you like my little Disney shirt? I thought I'd theme this video today. You come and say hello? Oh yeah? Tell me how you really feel. What? Come here. Come here. Yeah? You wanna cuddle? Okay, see ya. So, let's get into it, shall we? This black and pink thing is really killing it. For the hot day made her feel very sleepy and stupid, and honestly, same. So I just finished chapter 1 and this book is very heavy, so I don't want to hold it more than I have to. It's very conscious thought type of a book, interrupting yourself almost. There are these parts where almost talks to you, but she's talking to herself. It's very interesting, and I can hear the voice of Alice from the Disney movie speaking when she talks, so that's interesting. But the whole interrupting thing, it's very interesting. But she talks to herself a lot, and I do that all the time. And she'll say, oh, we shouldn't do this. I always say that. I talk to myself like I'm another person. I feel like most people do talk to themselves, right? I'm not the only one. So it's just interesting reading a book that has that as well. Does that make sense? But if she could stop interrupting herself, that would be wonderful. I'm sorry the air conditioning is on. It's too hot. I shut it off for the last clip, and I literally was starting to drip sweat just in that 2 minutes I talked. So we're just gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately. But right now, Alice is a giant because she ate her cake. And I have to read this quote because, dear, how queer everything is today. And yesterday things went on just as usual. I wonder if I changed the night. Let me think, was I the same when I got up this morning? I almost think I can remember feeling a bit different. But if I'm not the same, the next question is, who in the world am I? Oh, that's the great puzzle. Am I gay? I wish I hadn't cried so much today, said Alice, as she swam about trying to find her way out. I shall be punished for it now, I suppose, being drowned in my own tears. That will be a queer thing, to be sure. However, everything is queer today. So something that's different from the movies is when Alice shrinks and grows, when it's drinking and eating stuff, instead of her whole body growing and shrinking, it's her neck. Her neck grows and her neck shrinks. So she's as tall as a tree, but it's only her neck that's as tall as the tree. She's the rest of her body is down on the ground, but it's strange. So I can't remember what chapter I am on. I just know that I'm almost done. I have 20-ish pages left, and I'm definitely enjoying it more than I thought I was going to. Usually old-timey writing, me and old-timey writing just do not jive. You do not work. It's not possible usually. And I'm actually having a good time with this weird writing. If you remember me saying that that Alice interrupts herself a lot. Like, that's like a continuous theme throughout the entire book and like other characters, and I kind of enjoy it, oddly enough. Although Alice keeps like complaining that everyone gets offended when she talks about things, and that's like, I just feel it's getting a little annoying how much she complains about other people being offended. So I just finished Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I'm about to start Alice Through the Looking Glass, and all I have to say is the ending got more and more strange, and the more and more like didn't make sense. Like, people just kept saying things, and I was like, am I reading this correctly? I don't know, I feel like it was purposeful, but it was just very confusing. And let me tell you, Alice is obsessed with being like more smart than other people, which is like fine, whatever, but she's like very elitist the way she talks about it, and like classist, and I just like can't stop seeing that, and like I wish that wasn't included. Like, she like makes fun of people for being poor because they can't afford school, and it's like, a grown man wrote this. Hello friends, I just finished Alice Through the Looking Glass, and no, I didn't update at all because I wasn't entirely sure what to say other than other things that I already said. And yeah, I don't know. The live action Alice in Wonderland and like the cartoon version Alice in Wonderland both have things from both movies, you know, like the Bandersnatch is in the live action, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum are not in Alice Adventures in Wonderland, but they're in Through the Looking Glass. So it's like interesting, like they both take from both stories, like I said, and they both like leave out things from both stories. We have a visitor. She had to come say hello. But yeah, so it was very interesting. There was this weird punishing theme throughout the entire Alice Through the Looking Glass, like people had to be rightly punished. I don't know what that was about, but it was very strange, and I had an interesting time. I liked the first book a lot better than the second book. And I don't know how to wrap this up. The second book was just, it really dragged. It did feel more dreamlike than the first book, like how a dream just kind of shifts into a new place and a new perspective, and she really wants to go. Go ahead, go on. But it was interesting. I feel very, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. The second book was just kind of, I could have done without reading it, honestly. The only thing that I liked was there was like a Bandersnatch rhyme in here that I thought was fun and interesting, and then that's it. But yeah, I had a good time with the first book, and I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was very strange and probably very short because I barely updated. And that's that on that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sleep because I sleep when I'm not in front of the camera. Bye.